Tonight at 6, the university's Office of Scholarships and Financial Aid held 2 informational sessions about student loan forgiveness. What Kent State students need to know.
Halloween is coming up soon, and I've got updates on what the weather's going to look like for the holiday weekend.
The college basketball season is almost upon us. Find out later on how the Kent State Golden Flashes are predicted to finish.
And COVID is on the rise in Shanghai. We tell you what scientists are doing in response and more as TV2 News at 6 starts right now.
This is TV2 News.
Good Wednesday evening, Portage County, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Alexandria Manthey.
And I'm Matt Corrali. We begin tonight with updates on student loan forgiveness.
That's right. Our reporter Noah Rowe has more on the university's informational sessions held earlier today. Hi, Noah.
The University Office of Scholarships and Financial Aid at Kent State held 2 informational sessions related to student loan relief today. The Department of Education encourages individuals to apply as soon as possible, with the deadline to apply being December 21st, 2023. These informational sessions went over who is eligible for loan forgiveness, as well as how to apply.
So if you were single in 2020 and you were making, say, $50,000 in 2020, but then you got married, and then in 2021 you filed jointly and your AGI was $325,000, you would still be considered eligible.
If you missed today's sessions, more information can be found on the University Office of Scholarship and Financial Aid's website under the Loan Forgiveness tab. This has been Noah Rowe from Franklin Hall. Alex, Matt, back to you.
Thanks, Noah. Sticking with news on campus, Kent Interhall Council will hold the annual drag show tonight at 7 p.m. in the Student Center Ballroom. The event is part of KIC's Sex Week, teaching students about sexual education. The show will feature Coco Montrese from season 5 of the hit TV show RuPaul's Drag Race. No tickets are necessary for entry, and doors will open at 6:45. All right, Matt. Well, it was really rainy this morning. I'm hoping that we're not, having any more of this rain the rest of the day. Are you feeling the same?
No, yeah, absolutely, no doubt. I mean, look, you know how you go outside and this is a fall day?
Oh,
it was definitely the most fall day of all time today.
I like it no rain fall weather. That's my favorite type of weather. So it was just kind of sad.
It's a good point, no doubt about it. Well, our own Alexa Blakely is here to take a look at the weather currently here in Kent. And Alexa, will we see any more rain in the forecast?
Hey guys, it definitely was very rainy this morning, but luckily that shouldn't be happening anymore tonight, but we are going to be seeing some clouds and some colder temperatures. Right now it is 50 degrees outside, but it feels a little bit chillier at 46 degrees. Dew point is at 49. Wind is moving southwest at 6 miles per hour. Very high humidity today at 81%, and our visibility is at 8 miles. Now, taking a look further into the evening, it's going to get a little bit chillier, but not too bad, with 47 at 8, 46 at 10, and 45 by midnight. And it's going to stay cloudy for the rest of the evening, but we aren't going to be really seeing any more chances of rain. Now, if we take a look at temperatures across all of Ohio, we're seeing temperatures similar to us. 53 in Cincinnati, 53 in Columbus. Those are the highest temperatures we're seeing today. And if we zoom in on northeast Ohio, we have a few colder temperatures, 49 in Worcester and in Mansfield. Now, that's all I have for you right now, but stay tuned because when I come back later, I'll have the radar and the 7-day forecast. Back to the desk.
All right, Alexa, thank you. Well, Halloween feels like an eye blink away, and even though there was a ton of fun surrounding the holiday, there are questions circulating if candy could be infused with drugs, as last month Akron middle schoolers got sick by ingesting gummies that contained cannabis. Heather Trinka, the director of Safe Kids Ohio, says that, quote, "We know that those folks who get their hands on fentanyl or other drugs are going to be using it for themselves. It shouldn't be a concern that we're going to be worried that we're going to get it from our neighbors or passed out as candy on Halloween night."
2 adults are dead in Akron after a house fire on Tuesday. 31-year-old Casey Blanchfield and 43-year-old Thomas Litton were trapped in the fire on Carpenter Street. Both adults lived in the home and were found by firefighters unresponsive in the upstairs bedroom. Autopsies are planned for Wednesday.
A Youngstown area man has been sentenced after pleading guilty on 7 counts of having images of nude children. 36-year-old Adam Brooks was handed a 2 to 3 year prison sentence by Trumbull County Judge Andrew Logan Tuesday. Brooks pleaded guilty to those charges back in September, with 7 other charges being dismissed.
The Biden administration is trying to make the trek to school a little less harmful for the environment. Their solution ahead.
I just wanted to inform you that we have just asked for an AOB on the possibility of creation of dirty bomb in Ukraine by Ukrainian authorities.
Plus, there have been reports of a, quote, dirty bomb created by Ukraine to use against Russia. We'll break it down on what it all means.
The College of Public Health at Kent State University prepares students for careers in some of today's most exciting health fields. Public health professionals impact lives by monitoring clinical trials, advocating for mental health, supporting active lifestyles, and more. The College of Public Health also offers open courses for any major, including its most famous course, Zombie Outbreak. Public health students can even study abroad and are encouraged to join the Public Health Student Alliance. For more information, visit kent.edu/public health. Public health, solving our problems together.
Tomorrow's news leaders.
Today's top stories.
From an award-winning student newsroom.
This is TV2 News, truly Portage County.
Welcome back. The Waterloo School District is once again asking for funding on this year's ballot.
Well, our reporter Jack Berney has more on the school levy. Jack, good evening.
That's right, guys. The Waterloo School District has not passed a school levy since 2013. I spoke with Waterloo Superintendent Angela Torella about why she feels the levy is needed, and also asked potential voters on their thoughts on Issue 5. Take a look. Voters in Atwater will see a familiar issue on the ballot this year, a proposed income tax levy for the Waterloo School District.
Issue 5 on the ballot is a 1.5% earned income tax. A school district has to pass levies to generate new money. And it's been about 10 years since we've generated any type of new money. So unfortunately, the district has had to cut some positions. So we're hoping to slowly rebuild some of those programs and bring some of those things back.
The levy doesn't pass in November. The school district is looking at a $2.5 million deficit in 2 years, which could lead to less opportunities for the students of Waterloo. Despite this, some parents in the district are split on whether or not to vote for the levy. Kristen King moved to Randolph Township in 2020 and has a son who is a junior at Waterloo High School. She will not be voting for the levy, but admits she feels conflicted about her decision.
I don't want Waterloo to struggle. I don't want Waterloo to be at a deficit financially. But I don't want to have to pay an exorbitant amount of a levy tax.
2 other parents in the district, Rebecca Beckwith and Lizette Barton, are pro-levy. They both have young children in the school district and think this levy is crucial for the future of the school and the community.
I just couldn't imagine really voting no on a levy unless it was something really absurd. And none of these have been absurd. It's only grown because we can't get our stuff together.
And we all want our kids to grow up and go to this school together and have a good experience like we did. And I'm just worried that if we don't start appropriately taking action as a community, that they're not going to even have that opportunity to go to this school together. I fear if we can't pass a levy.
This is the 14th time the levy has been on the ballot in the last 6 years. Each time it's failed. Barton, who's been a member of this community her entire life, explains why she thinks that is.
I just think there's a real lack of support for education.
Last year, the levy failed by less than 200 votes. Superintendent Torella's message to undecided voters on the issue.
I believe that a school can be the heartbeat of a community. We understand the ask, but school districts need to keep up with the times and the programming. And it's essential that we continue to offer our students the best solid curriculum that we can, so they can pursue goals after graduation that are important to them.
Election Day is Tuesday, November 8th, and you can find your polling location at the Ohio Board of Elections website. Reporting in the Franklin Hall studio, I'm Jack Berney. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jack. Pennsylvania Senate candidates Dr. Oz and John Fetterman met last night in Harrisburg for one of the most highly anticipated debates of this year. In the opening minutes, Fetterman addressed what he called the elephant in the room, saying he suffered from a stroke in May, which would impact his speaking ability. Fetterman also stated that Oz has persistently questioned his ability to lead in the Senate due to health concerns. The two focused on hot topics like abortion, inflation, and crime.
Nationwide, the sizes of Halloween candy are getting smaller due to shrinkflation. Shrinkflation is a move that reduces the size of products instead of increasing prices. This is all stemming from a health initiative from the candy companies back in 2017 to reduce calorie counts, offer more proportion sizes, and put the amount of calories on an item in front of the packaging.
Bed Bath & Beyond is entering a new era. The retailer announced interim leader Sue Gove now has the position permanently. She's been holding that position for the past 4 months after CEO Mark Tritton left the struggling company. Officials say it will continue to work on boosting its financial standing, getting more customers, and improving its market share. But shares for Bed Bath & Beyond fell 8% after Gove officially took over. The stock has now dropped 64% in 2022.
Leading off our Health Minute, Clorox has received 37 million bottles of Pine Sol that could potentially contain bacteria. The company said that so far, no injuries have been reported, but they did say that people with weaker immune systems could be affected. Stores like Target, Walmart, and Home Depot have sold the products on their website.
2 new studies suggest the updated COVID vaccine boosters don't offer better protection than the original boosters. The FDA gave emergency use authorization for the updated boosters to Pfizer and Moderna in August.
The researchers compared the immune responses of people who got boosted by the original shot and the updated bivalent boosters about a month after the shot. The immune responses looked about the same.
And heading over to China, COVID cases are on the rise in Shanghai, and scientists are rolling out a new COVID booster. Instead of receiving a shot for your vaccination, now residents can get an oral dosage of their booster. The dose, a mist that is sucked in through the mouth, is being offered for free as a booster dose for previously vaccinated people. Scientists hope that such needle-free vaccines will make vaccination more accessible and easier for those who are afraid of needles.
In news out of D.C., it was announced that health insurance policies under the Affordable Care Act will be more costly in 2023. However, most enrollees won't feel the increase thanks to enhanced federal subsidies that congressional Democrats were able to extend. Consumers can be able to start comparing ACA plans today.
Welcome back, everyone. I know you've been waiting for the rest of today's weather forecast, so let's get started. So first, let's take a look at our live radar today. So as you can see, we have a few storm clouds coming through northeast Ohio, but luckily most of these are going to be kind of going around Kent throughout the evening. There are a few little pieces of clouds that could hit us. There's about a 10% chance of rain in the evening, but it shouldn't be anything too bad. Now, taking a look at our weather for overnight tonight, it's going to be a little bit chilly at 40 degrees, still cloudy, winds going at 9 miles per hour, and sunset tonight is coming up pretty soon at 6:29 p.m. It's going to be a little bit breezy tonight with a 40% chance of rain once we get past midnight, and then sunrise is going to be at 7:51 a.m. tomorrow morning. And speaking of tomorrow morning, it's going to be a chilly one starting out at 41 degrees at 6 a.m., 43 degrees at 9 a.m., and 50 degrees by noon. We are going to be seeing some clouds tomorrow morning, but very low chances of rain all throughout. And finally, I have our 7-day forecast for the upcoming week. Tomorrow, we're going to be seeing a high of 55, partly cloudy, but low chances of rain. Similar type of weather on Friday, but a little bit warmer at 60 degrees, so that's kind of nice. And then for the weekend, we're going to be starting off with a very sunny Saturday, with the highest temperature we've seen in a little while, 64 degrees. And Sunday's going to be a little bit cloudy, but still warm, low chances of rain, so a pretty nice Halloween weekend But unfortunately, on actual Halloween day, Monday, we are going to be seeing some rain, but still some warmer temperatures at 64. For the rest of the week, we have clouds on Tuesday and another beautiful sunny day on Wednesday, with the highest temperatures of the week at 68 degrees. And that is all I have for you today. Stay safe, and stay warm, and have a great rest of your week.
This is a question that became something of a joke, and my answer is direct. We are not getting prepared. We are not working on a dirty bomb.
A representative of the Russian Federation to the UN warned about the possibility of creation of dirty bombs in Ukraine by Ukrainian authorities. The IAEA inspectors will arrive in Ukraine in the coming days to visit two facilities implicated by Russia by the alleged dirty bomb plot. The government in Kiev says it has nothing to hide.
Opposition leaders congratulated Rishi Sunak as the country's first British Asian Prime Minister as he takes his first questions in UK Parliament. Many Hindus in India celebrated his victory, and Scottish Prime Minister Nicola Sturgeon said that she would work towards, quote, building a constructive working relationship with him.
The midterm elections are 2 weeks away, and President Biden is determined to keep the House and Senate in Democratic hands. He directed the Democratic National Committee Tuesday to immediately move $10 million to the House and Senate campaign committees, and he offered another $8 million to those groups through fundraising. The Democrats are trying to buck tradition. The first midterm election for a president's party often results in big gains for its opposition.
Keeping things in the nation's capital, the Biden administration has announced the green light has been given for electric school buses to be used in all 50 states. $1 billion grants will be given to 400 school districts across the country in an effort to reduce air pollution and the rise of zero-emission vehicles. Only about 1% of the nation's school buses were electric last school year, as this will give a new wave to abandoning traditional diesel buses.
iMessage and WhatsApp both had major outages yesterday. The problems meant users were unable to send or receive messages using the iMessage platform. More than 8,000 people reported issues with the app around noon yesterday. iMessage was trending at number 2 on Twitter, with many users taking to the platform to see if others were having the same issue. But it didn't last long. Disruptions ended around 1 p.m.
So you know how when you go on an airplane and you try to sit anywhere but the middle seat? Well, one airline is looking to change that. For those that sit in the middle seat on Virgin Australia will be entered in a lottery that is worth $145,000. Passengers 18 and above can enroll by downloading the app, and the lottery will run from now until April 23rd.
Pumpkin spice and everything nice. See how people are celebrating the round orange squash on its National Day.
There was another NBA on TNT doubleheader last night. Stay tuned to see the highlights.
And now, your TV2 Sports Report.
Good evening, Portage County. I am Brady Hamilton, and let's get into your Wednesday night sports report. The preseason coaches poll came out for MAC men's basketball earlier this afternoon, and the Kent State Golden Flashes are predicted to have some success this season. The Kent State men's basketball team was predicted to finish first in the MAC this year. Second in the poll was Toledo, and third was Akron, who won the MAC last year. Senior Cynthia Carey was voted to the All-MAC first team after a sensational 2022 year where he brought home MAC of the Year, All-MAC first team, and All-MAC defensive team. Senior Malik Jacobs was also named to the All-MAC second team after a successful 2022 year as well. Kent State begins the festivities tomorrow night at the MAC Center with their showcase, and you can check out their season opener Monday, November 7th at Northern Kentucky. Going from the college to the pros, we now go check out the highlights for last night's NBA doubleheader on TNT, the Mavericks, Pelicans, and Warriors Suns. Let's get to New Orleans for the highlights. Zion already out for the Pelicans, but it would not matter as early on, Jose Alvarado goes coast to coast with ease and the Pelicans are rolling to start. But the Mavs, they are able to get back in this game. And here's Luka in the third with a big step back to cut this deficit to 3. And late in the fourth, down 2. A big 3 here by Devontae Graham gives the Pelicans the lead. And he would do it again a few plays later to get the lead to grow even more. And the crowd is going crazy. One last chance here for Dallas. Who else would get the ball but Luka? He gets a look, but is unable to get it to fall. And the Pelicans would win once again to improve to 3-1 on the season. And now we go to Phoenix. Devin Booker, early on, being aggressive on defense. He gets the steal, and he takes it all the way in for the slam. And the Suns are up big on the Warriors early on. But Golden State refusing to go away. And late in the first half, Steph Curry doing what he does best. The Warriors back in this game. And Chris Paul saying it doesn't matter how old he is. And he knocks down the 3 at the buzzer to end the half. And here we go on. Later in the game, some talking is going on, and Klay Thompson, he's going to get thrown out for his first time in his career. He waves goodbye to the crowd, and the Suns, they would rally behind the home crowd. And with a big lead late, Booker, he puts a dagger on Golden State, and he gets the exit he deserves. The Suns win 134-105 and improve to 3-1 on the season. And that is all I have for you tonight. I am Brady Hamilton, and make sure to tune in at the same time next week for more sports coverage.
All right, Brady, thank you as always. Well, TikTok and Snapchat better watch out because a new app is on the rise. TV2 News tells you all about it.
Today is a National Pumpkin Day. The iconic pumpkin is a fall favorite, and it's at the center of holiday decorations, recipes, festivals, and more. Taking over everything from coffee, hello pumpkin spice lattes, to baked goods like cakes and cookies, and even unlikely favorites like pasta and oatmeal.
And they're good for you too. Pumpkins are packed with nutrients, which can not only help boost your immune system and fight off nasty colds, but some veterinarians say they can treat ailments in your pets too.
A new app has dethroned TikTok and BeReal in App Store ratings. It's called Gas. The app uses anonymous compliments to build someone up, or gassing someone up, hence the name. Here's how it works. After you sync up your location and connect to the app, users anonymously vote for friends in a round of polls. If you win a poll, you get a flame sent to your inbox. The company says the idea is to create a place that makes us feel better about ourselves. It's only available in 12 states now, but is scheduled to go nationwide here soon.
That is a really good idea, and I think we should be able to gas everyone up here right now. So, Brady, I'll start with you. New glasses and jacket. Fantastic.
Yeah, Brady. Yeah.
Looks
you know, we all have the Kent State colors going on. Alexa, I love your velvety dress.
Oh, thank you. I love your jacket so much.
Thank you. And Matt, the tie. Got to go with a Kent State classic.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah. Go Flashes, am I right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, that is all the time we have for you today.
Thank you for joining us.
For updates on all of these stories and more, visit our website at kentwire.com.
And our social media on all platforms at KentWire. I'm Brady Hamilton.
I'm Alexa Blakely.
I'm Matt Carrawley.
And I'm Alexandria Manthey. Have a great and safe night, Portage County.